Good evening. Welcome to the Planning Board meeting of the City of Fall River. Today is Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any media. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. The City Charter Section 9-18 mandates that all multiple member bodies develop and adopt rules or policy for public comment. We have adopted such a policy which in short provides for citizen input on planning board meeting regarding specific matters at the end of the meeting. There is a sign-up sheet that is located at the back of the room if any of you want to sign up to have some public input at the end of the meeting. Good evening, my name is Gloria Pacheco. With me present tonight is board member Beth Andre and Mario Luciolo. Absent is the chair, John Ferrara, as well as Mike Farias. Also present is Nina Kruger, the admin. And absent is Dan Aguiar, the city planner and engineer. And also present from FRTV is Gary. Okay, so now we turn to the agenda items. First agenda item is street acceptance of Draper Street. There's been a request made by the City Council, which was made on May 14, 2024, recommending that we accept Draper Street extending from Globe Mills Avenue to Atlantic Boulevard. Okay, so we have that in front of us. Okay, Nina, do you have any comments?
Yes. So Draper Street is an existing private way. It was built roughly around 1927. It's measuring 450 feet in length and with a right-of-way of around 50 feet. However, the pavement width is give or take 26 feet. So in the petition, it requests to extend Draper Street from Globe Mills Ave to Atlantic Boulevard. However, Draper Street does not connect through to Atlantic Boulevard. So the planning department, we have a memo here from Daniel Aguiar, the Director of Engineering and Planning. He recommends that Draper Street from the southerly terminus of Globe Mills Ave northerly to terminus and southerly to terminus should be considered. However, he recommends that the planning board request an analysis of the existing utility infrastructure by the Department of Community Utilities and have a report submitted to us. The roadway was reconstructed as part of a condominium development in around 2004. So the Department of Engineering and Planning recommends that no action be taken until the requested analysis report from the Department of Community Utilities is provided. So we request that we table it to the July 10th meeting. However, we do have some citizens' input on the matter.
Okay.
There is a letter at the end of your packet here.
Okay, so let's see who's here, and then we can read the letter into the record. Are you here for Draper Street? Sir, are you here for the Draper Street? Do you want to come up, state your name and address? You can come up here. Thank you. Yes,
This isn't gonna come out too well.
you have a microphone.
Yeah.
Good evening. What's your name? What's your address, please, sir?
Gary Oliveira, and I manage the property.
What's your address,
abutting
sir?
McAllister Towing,
What's the address?
1 Shore Street.
Shaw Street.
Okay, so what's your comment on the Draper Street acceptance?
I have I'm not clear on what how it's gonna intersect. Do you have a picture of it?
Yes, I do.
Perfect.
Okay, so.
I am here actually just to see. Can I-
Okay, so you're neither in support or objecting. So it's from here to here, just this little portion.
These are the new homes, right? These go, see,
I'm not sure the date of the homes.
my property comes down here,
Okay, it's just this portion.
opening up that section of right away.
So it would first just be accepted as a public street. However, we are recommending that we hold off any deliberation on the matter until after we receive a detailed analysis of the utility infrastructure that's located within Draper Street from the Department of Community Utilities.
This is the school, correct?
I believe so. It does look, it's some sort of large
I thought
development.
this was connected already.
It's
Okay,
not a
so-
public way, so it's a private way. The
The-
city doesn't have any obligation to plow it or maintain it.
Yeah.
They're petitioning that we accept it as a public way, and then we'll be responsible for it.
Here to here,
So from here to here,
here to here.
from dead end to dead end.
Okay. Can I have this?
Yes.
But I'm not an objection to it. I'm not opposed to it.
So
Oh,
just
we may be
wanted,
tabling, yes, you may want to come to the next meeting if we table it and you have more questions or concerns.
All right, this clears it up then.
All right,
Okay.
nothing else, sir? No? Okay, thank you very
I
much.
just wanted to be clear on where it was, that's all.
Good,
of
very
course,
good.
and if you have any questions or you wanna see if any progress, you can give the planning department a call as well.
All right, thank you.
So now I'm going to read the letter we have here that was submitted by Larry and Jennifer Dillon of 339 Draper Street in Fall River. It says, "Dear planning board members, we write as residents of 339 Draper Street, Fall River, and hereby request the following action. Street acceptance, Draper Street. Request acceptance of Draper Street extending from Globe Mills Avenue to Atlantic Boulevard. This matter was referred to the planning board by the Fall River City Council on May 14th, 2024. It is my understanding that while Draper Street is considered a private way, the Fall River Public Works and Transportation Department has been responsive and diligent as of today by ensuring the consistent pickup and removal of municipal solid waste, trash, yard waste, and recyclables on a weekly basis, as well as performing snow removal service akin to a public right-of-way. I applaud and appreciate the department for these services. As a taxpayer, these services are essential to support public health and safety, as well as control any potential rodent problem on the street and within the neighborhood. As such, we request the City of Fall River Planning Board to formally codify this street as a public right-of-way. I hereby submit this petition, which is supported by 10 Fall River residents. Thank you for putting this agenda item for discussion and consideration at tonight's planning board meeting. Sincerely, Jennifer Dillon and Larry Dillon." Okay, so that will be put into the record. So as per the Dan Aguirre's recommendation that we put this matter, we table it until we get a report from the Department of Community Utilities regarding the existing utility infrastructure. Do I have any motions?
I'll motion to request to
I'll
table
second.
street acceptance for Draper Street.
Okay, so we have a motion by Beth, seconded by Mario, to table this matter as well as request the report from the Department of Community Utilities regarding the utility infrastructure. All right?
And that's the July 10th meeting.
Yes. Okay, so that's agenda item number
And,
one.
did you vote as well, Gloria?
Oh, yes, I vote in favor. I'm sorry, 3-0. Thank you, Nina. Okay, agenda item number 2, receipt of correspondence. Review and sign Chapter 91 Waterways License Application submitted to the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection by National Grid to authorize the addition of electrical transmission lines over the Taunton River and shift of electrical transmission lines over filled and flowed tidelands in Somerset and Fall River. Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Please state your name.
My name is Erin Worski, National Grid, 170 Data Drive in Waltham.
Thank you very much.
Carmen Dancy with Power Engineers, 2 Hampshire Street, Foxborough.
Thank you very much. So we have the receipt of correspondence, so, so how would you like to augment that?
Just as a quick summary of the project, New England Power, doing business as National Grid, has filed a Chapter 91 license to separate 2 115 kV transmission lines that currently cross the Taunton River from Somerset over to Fall River. We're filing a new license to separate those two lines, and the aerial crossing of one of the lines is going to be placed there. We're installing 2 additional structures, and those lines will be separated on those lines, and so that's where the Chapter 91 license comes in. As a formality of the Chapter 91 license process, we are required to get just some notification to the planning board. So we're here tonight to answer any questions that you might have, and hopefully get signatures on that form.
Okay, any questions from the board?
Well, I really don't fully comprehend and been involved in that, so if I ask a question, it doesn't mean he knows.
So that's the correspondence, correct?
Yes,
So,
so it needs to
you
be
have the
sent.
correspondence?
Yep, so I did email this,
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Okay, did Dan Aguirre weigh in on this by any chance?
Yes, this didn't need to go before conservation, they did do an RDA, everything's all set with conservation, so it's all set to be signed off on.
Okay, Beth, any questions, comments? No? Do we make a motion that the planning board sign off on that? On the chapter 1.
What
Chapter 91.
the AER had to say on that?
I'm sorry, so they went before, Conservation Commission for an RDA. This waterways license does not need to go before conservation, so they're all set with conservation. He said that it's all set to sign off on, it's really just a notification.
Okay, so make a motion to approve.
All right,
I'll second that.
all right, I vote in favor as well.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much,
Thanks so
have a great
much.
evening, thank you.
Have a great
Yeah, and I
night.
brought
Thank you.
extra copies if you guys need.
Awesome, yes, so.
Signature?
Print sign.
Yep. Acting chair or vice chair? Okay.
Do you need any extras?
Do you happen to have another copy of just the signature sheet?
Yes, I have like 4.
Okay. Okay, so this will be our copy that we keep, and then I'll just have you do this one, and then they can have that back, so then this will just be for our records. That way you can have this now.
Awesome.
Great, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you,
Thanks.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Good luck.
Night.
Agenda item number 3, Form A, application for endorsement of plan believed not to require approval. File number 24-1581, owner applicant 168 Stevens Street LLC, property location 168 Stevens Street, assessors map E-27, lots 2 and 6. Nina, do you want to just go a little rundown?
Yeah.
On Stevens? Thank you.
So this is just a basic land transfer. They're taking land from lot 6 and putting it to lot 2. They're actually reversing a Form A back from 2021. So how you see it now is how it was before that Form A. The deal that they had fell through, so they were planning on selling lot 6 with the additional land. However, that fell through, and now they wanted it to revert back to how it originally was.
Which is how it's submitted on this plan,
Yep.
correct?
Yep, no zoning relief is needed, so it is afforded endorsement.
It meets all the requirements, correct?
Yes, it does.
There's obviously no one here in favor or against this petition, so I'll skip that. Beth, Mario, any comments, questions?
I'll motion.
Okay, Beth makes a motion to accept the A and R as submitted. Mario? Any questions?
No,
Do you want a second, or do you want to?
a second, please.
All right, and I vote in favor, so that passes. Thank you. Agenda item number 4, application for endorsement of plan believed not to require approval. File number 24-1582, Casimiro Irrevocable Trust, applicant Paula Forsey, property location 212 Barlow Street and 1950 Pleasant Street. Assessors Map J-10, Lot 6162. Nina, if you don't mind filling in for Dan.
So this petition actually went before the zoning board of appeals back in April of 2024. So they wanted to take land from 212 Barlow to add to 1950 Pleasant Street. So the water line was encroaching, the water line from 1950 Pleasant was encroaching on the land of 212 Barlow. Currently, it's mother and daughter that own those two properties, so it wasn't a huge deal. However, now one of them wants to sell, so they wanted to make sure that water line was intact fully in that property line for 1950 Pleasant Street. So they went before ZBA, they received approval, and it is now afforded endorsement.
Yeah, and I see that the approval was recorded. Obviously, no one here in favor or against. Board, any questions, concerns?
Has that been all approved, by engineering?
Yep, it went
The
before,
ZBA.
it went before ZBA, it's completely afforded endorsement.
They recorded the approval already, it's referenced here.
Yep, and in Dan's memo, he, the Department of Engineering and Planning recommends endorsement. So, and then, yes, you already asked the audience,
There's nobody
so
here.
there's nobody here. Does anyone wanna make a
Okay,
motion?
she all set?
Beth, any
Yes.
questions?
Okay.
No
I make
questions,
a
I'm all
motion
set.
to approve.
Thank you. Okay, Mari makes a motion.
I'll second.
Beth seconds, I also vote in favor. Okay, agenda item number 5, approval of the minutes for April 9th, 2024, April 10th, 2024, and May 8th, 2024. So, did you all get all 3 packets from the 3 different minutes? Okay.
We can take them all together, or we can do one at a time. Whatever.
I reviewed them, they look fine. I don't know what you guys want to do.
No questions.
Mario, did you,
I was
Minutes
present
look good?
for all of them.
Question, make a motion to approve.
okay, Mario makes a motion to approve.
Second.
Beth seconds, all 3 motion, I vote in favor, so the minutes of all 3 meetings are hereby approved. Next, citizens input, we have no citizens here. 7, adjournment, do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Thanks, Beth,
Second?
and I
Oh,
vote in
yes.
favor.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
meeting's adjourned, thank you very much.